What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I have my Heisman Watch after week 9 of college football. Nearing the end of the year, and the candidates have established themselves. Before I start the video, I want to thank you for clicking on this video. I do college football on the daily, so if you love college football, you'll love my channel. Let's get right into it, and I'll start with my honorable mentions. First honorable mention. It pains me. It really does. It pains me to even say his name in this conversation, but he's been balling. It's Bo Nix. Now, Bo Nix, one of my least favorite players ever. I just don't... Actually, no. My least favorite college football player ever is Bo Nix. I don't like the guy, primarily because of Auburn. Don't really have any problem with Oregon specifically, but I just don't like the guy. But he's been balling. On the season, he has 2,662 yards, 31 touchdowns to 5 picks, and a 170 passer rating. Absolutely balling. Another honorable mention, I have Blake Corum, the Michigan running back. On the season, he has 1,015 yards, or 1,115 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 6 yards per attempt. He is one of the best running backs in the nation and probably the favorite as of right now to win the Doak Walker Award. And he is my only non-quarterback honorable mention or candidate on this entire list. And then another honorable mention, he's been in the top 5 pretty much all season. I demoted him. It's Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has 2,631 yards, 27 touchdowns, only 1 pick, and a 166 pass rating. Now, Caleb Williams, he's played amazing. And he actually played amazing last week. I felt bad for demoting him. But it's just the other candidates have been playing so well. And with USC, third in the with USC like third in the Pac-12 right now, you have Oregon and UCLA ranked above them. I just can't put them in the top 5. Now, obviously, USC has chances to fix that. They have to play UCLA, and they could potentially get into the conference championship. But all that is yet to be seen, and when that happens, I'll move my list accordingly. He's my final honorable mention. At number 5, I have Stetson Bennett. I've moved him back quite a bit. But he has been playing good. This past weekend versus Florida, he racked up 318 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but 2 touchdowns, and a 127 passer rating. Played a pretty decent game. But yeah, quarterback for the reigning champions, undefeated team, number 1 team in the AP poll. He's got to be on the list, and I put him at number 5. On the season, he has 2,466 yards, 14 touchdowns to only 3 picks, a 151 passer rating, 68% completion percentage, and 8.8 yards per attempt. He is playing incredible. The only thing I could say negative is that his touchdown numbers aren't quite matching the others. All the other candidates are in that late 20s range of touchdowns, and he only has 14. And most of those are on the ground. But that's just nitpicking. Stetson Bennett playing great. At number 4, I have Max Duggan, my bad. His first appearance in the top 5. He's been an honorable mention for a few weeks. But this guy has just been incredible this season for the Horned Frogs, leading them to an undefeated record. Top 7 in the AP poll and the college football playoff poll. And potentially, if they keep rocking this, potentially a Big 12 title. This past weekend versus Virginia, he put up 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception, but 3 touchdowns, and a 188 passer rating. On the season, he has 2,488 yards, 26 touchdowns, only 2 picks, a 183 passer rating, 67% completion percentage, and an incredible 10 yards per attempt. Max Duggan playing great for the Horned Frogs. Let's see how much they can keep it up. At number 3, I have Bryce Young, my favorite player in college football, the quarterback for the Alabama Crimson Tide, roll Tide, roll. This past weekend, he was on a bye, so his numbers remain the same. On the season, he has 2,043 yards, 21 touchdowns to 3 picks, a 163 passer rating, a 66% completion, and 8.6 yards per attempt. I mean, what more can I say about Bryce Young that hasn't already been said? He's incredible. He's going to be one of the first picks in the draft, if not the very first pick in the draft. Won the Heisman last year, and hopefully this year he can win a national title. Roll Tide, roll. I have him at number 3. At number 2, I have C.J. Stroud, the quarterback for Ohio State. Recently versus Penn State, he put up 359 yards, a touchdown, and 179 passer rating. C.J. Stroud, incredible. I believe he is, it actually changed this weekend, so I'll mention that in a little bit. But he has been the favorite for most of the season to win the Heisman, up there in contention for the number 1 overall pick with Bryce Young. And, I mean, the dude is just absolutely insane this season for Ohio State, leading the number 2 offense, I believe, in the country. A top 3, at least, offense in the country. On the season, he has 2,373 yards, 29 touchdowns to 4 picks, a 200 passer rating, a 71% completion percentage, and 10.7 yards per attempt. C.J. Stroud playing incredible, and I wouldn't blame you if you had him as your Heisman winner as of now. But at number 1, the now on odds favorite, it's Hendon Hooker, the Tennessee quarterback. Now, I don't like Hendon Hooker. Obviously, I despise Tennessee. But, I mean, you got to give it to him. Hendon Hooker is playing amazing football this season. This past weekend, in a just demolition of Kentucky, he put up 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 198 passer rating. The dude is just absolutely incredible this season. Throws one of the prettiest deep balls in college football. On the season, he has 2,676 yards, 25 touchdowns to only 1 pick, a 192 passer rating, a 71% completion percentage, and 10.7 yards per attempt. That's insane, and Hendon Hooker is thriving under Josh Heupel at Tennessee. But this weekend is really a huge matchup in terms of Heisman candidacy, as Hendon Hooker will play Stetson Bennett, 2 Heisman candidates. And when the way the Heisman race is this year, a candidate could propel themselves to the favorite spot or lose the favorite spot. You never know. But that will be some of the talk in my prediction video coming up tomorrow. Look forward to that as I predict one of the biggest games of the year between high-flying number 1 in the playoff poll Tennessee versus undefeated defending champs Georgia. My prediction on that will come out tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and peace.